Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm in the office Tuesday afternoon, taking care of business, paying bills as usual. Mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. I hope you guys are grinding forward. Hope you guys will have a good week. I was talking with a buddy of mine this morning, and he's thoroughly overwhelmed. So let's talk to some of you people who are overwhelmed with life. I'll show you my alligator. I have had this alligator since I was, I don't know, 7 years old. Pretty young. Used to be green. Paint's all worn off. I found this business card. I keep it with it on my desk. Kind of like this. Over on the desk over here. And this business card, I found this on the street. Just laying on the street. The dirty street in San Francisco, downtown San Francisco. I was homeless. It was 1990, so a couple years ago. And it says, when you're up to your ass in alligators, it's difficult to remember. The main objective was to drain the swamp. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little blurry. So you might feel like you're up to your ass in alligators. You want to stay focused, mission-driven. What was the main objective? You may need to calm down, you may need to sit down, you may need to stop for a second. When I get thoroughly overwhelmed, one thing I need to do is just kind of stop for a second and prioritize. You have a messy room, and you're overwhelmed with the mess. You got to clean it. Where do you start? What do? You can just sit there with your hands in your head and be like, I don't know what to do. You start somewhere. Just start picking crap up. You might want to start with the messiest corner. That way when you get done with that, maybe your room isn't perfectly clean, but hey, it looks a whole lot better. You might feel a little better. So it's the same way in life. You got to start somewhere. You're thoroughly overwhelmed. You need to prioritize what's important. Stay mission driven. What's the mission? Forward movement, personal growth, love your family, provide and protect, basic stuff. Get through the day without killing yourself or killing someone else. Pretty basic stuff. We make life a lot more complicated than it needs to be. You got a bill that needs to be paid, okay, so you need to start with coming up with the money. Right? I mean, it's easier to think linear, and then you get done, maybe you got 10 other things to do. Oh, that bill, that's just one. And as you talk about it, you sit and cry because you have so many things on your mind. Take care of one thing at a time. It's never going to get any easier. Give me your list of horrible things that you're not able to do. And then imagine I have a Harry Potter wand, my magic wand, and I can cast a spell using some fancy words, and all your problems on that list are solved, instantly solved. You think you're done? Did you think that was the entrance to utopia and you can just lounge around for the rest of your life just eating grapes, and having sex with hot chicks or something, living like some sort of sultan and or some sort of king? Like Abraham from the Bible? He did that till he was like 75 years old. No. Something else is coming your way soon. It never ends, my friend. So stay up on your P's and Q's. Make sure all your T's are crossed, your I's are dotted. Stay on your business. My dad used to tell me, handle your business. I would complain to him about this and about that, and he would always just have the same advice. Go handle your business. As I was sitting over at my buddy's apartment earlier this morning, listening to him complain about his litany of fires that he has to put out and things that are going on in his life today and how it's overwhelming him and he's falling apart because of it. I look around his house and notice his house is messy. I look at him and notice that he's still wearing his pajamas. And it's too late in the morning for pajamas. And I could go on criticizing him and some of the things that he's not taking care of, the most basic things. And yeah, when you're not taking care of the most basic things in your life and you let the toilet go another 6 months without being fixed. And, you still have that pile of dishes from 3 nights ago sitting in the sink, and your laundry hasn't been done, and you don't know how long. And, your whole life is like that. Your bed's not even made. Well, yeah, just about anything that happens at all, anything at all. A bird shits on your car, and you're going to just be like, well, there you go. The world hates me. I mean, you're just ready to snap at that point. Somebody cut you off in traffic and you freak out because you're already just kind of pissed off. Your kid says something you don't like, and you're ready to just start yelling and screaming. You want to stomp on his neck, that little fucker. And what did he really do? You're just in a weakened state. And it's all your own fault, and I know it doesn't feel good to have it pointed out to you. This is why we need to constantly stay on top of our program, our mind, body, and soul program. Constantly stay on top of our lives. Keep your house spotless all the time. For a reason. So when you come home, you have a gift to yourself of cleanliness and purity, of relaxation, of no chores to be done. You don't need to do dishes. You can make dinner. There's not a bunch of dishes in the sink waiting from 3 nights ago or last night or whatever. The trash has been taken out. It's not overflowing. All the chores are done. So yeah, if someone throws a rock through your window, well, it's not the end of the world. You don't feel like the whole house has gone to shit. Well, that was my last good window, and you just broke it. Now what I'm going to do? Fuck. No, it's just a stupid window, man. You can replace that, no problem. And you can look at any problem like that. It doesn't matter what it is. Even the big stuff. A leader doesn't fall down on the floor, writhing in pain and suffering when something happens, when the enemies are at the gate. No, he handles his business. Like my dad used to say, you handle your business. Stop bitching about it. You're wasting all that good energy that you could use to handle your business. So my buddy, and I feel for him. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I mean, I guess I am, and that's kind of what buddies do. But he's ready to shave his head. What did he say? He's like, I'm going full skinhead. Fuck everybody from now on. And he's just ready to ruin his life. Not that there's anything wrong with being a skinhead, but he wasn't talking one of these types of skinheads like the poster on my wall behind me. Oh no. He's talking about making major steps backwards in his life. This guy has 5 kids, and he's got a job, and he's owns a home, and he's doing well. All just because of a handful of things. We all have our handful of things. So the message for today is the same damn lesson that my dad, rest in peace, used to give me. And I spent a lot of time hating my dad. I was never his number 1 fan. I was his number 1 troll. I would talk shit about my dad. My friends loved my dad. They'd meet him and they'd fall in love with him. Oh, your dad's so cool. But he had a lot of lessons. A lot of lessons. And I thought most of them went in one ear and out the other. At least that's the way I played it back in those days. Most of that stuff landed on me. So for anybody out there who's overwhelmed with life today on Tuesday, and you're thinking about ruining everything like my buddy, self-destructing because of being overwhelmed, I'm going to tell you like my dad used to tell me, quit your bitching and handle your business, boy.